15 June 2020. I'm in London on Oxford Street, one of the busiest streets of the UK. It's probably one of the main shopping districts in the world. As you know, stores have been closed the last nearly 3 months in the UK due to COVID-19, and today is the first day that they are allowed to open, assuming that they are taking the precautions to keep the people, customers and their staff safe. So I wanted to take this opportunity to grab my camera and come to Oxford Street and show you around. I have to say that I'm not really feeling comfortable. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, so please excuse me. I hope I'm gonna manage it. Yeah, so my first observation is it's not really that crowded. I was expecting it to be busier, but some of the stores I can already see that there are queues. Let me show you Zara at the side of the street. As you see, people are queuing. You can see that the measures are taken. There's structured queue in front of the store. I'm gonna try to go into some of the stores to see some of the things that they're doing inside. As you can see, I think it's worth mentioning that this has been a big really hit to the retail industry. Yes, so I'm saying that it's really actually not that crowded. So the rules is you need to be keeping 2 meters distance apart when you're in the stores or outside. And today on the news there were discussions about whether that 2 meters rule is reasonable or not, because it's quite difficult really to maintain that 2 meters, especially in a store environment. So there are talks about whether that should be reduced to 1 meter or half meter, but we're going to be seeing that in the coming days. Yeah, so I think some of the measures for in stores are now there are directional signs in the store, so you have to be really following a certain route while you're browsing in store. Like you see, there are signs asking the customers to be keeping the 2 meters distance. We're approaching the Oxford Circus. As you see, normally this place is so crowded that you can't really even walk normally, but as you can see, it's quite really still not busy. Even on a weekday you cannot normally walk here very comfortable. Here's the Nike Town. Look at this. So there's a queue in front of the store. Wow. Okay, I was trying to enter it from the wrong side. Okay. Yep, the queue's going all the way down. Or perhaps it's not the best idea to enter the store because we have to wait a lot. But let's keep going. I can already see also there's lots of TV cameras, etc. here showing around. People are wearing masks, some of them, but it's worth reminding that in the UK it's not compulsory to wear masks. Only you have to wear them when you are using public transportation. But I can see most of the people are wearing them anyway. So really interesting days are coming. We don't know how the customer experience will be the same when you're not allowed to do certain things that you are used to doing.
Right here, this guy.
H&M. For example, in fashion stores, some of the brands are going to let their customers try on things, but most of them I think are not going to open dressing rooms yet. And all the items that are tried are going to be kept in quarantine for 3 days. So imagine that's really difficult operationally. And we'll see how it's going to really work out. Customers are discouraged not to really touch the items unless they are willing to purchase. But it's a bit of like an interesting experience all your life. The reason why you come to stores is to touch the things that you want to buy, to experience the product, to interact with the store advisor, etc. How is it going to be possible not to touch an item in certain categories, especially clothing, shoes? I read that the shoe stores are going to put measures in, such as after trying a pair of shoes, that item is going to be disinfected. So that's going to put a lot of operational burden on the store. Hello, good. I'm just filming to see, how the store's open. Can I come in?
Yeah, you're allowed to come in, and we just head this way, and we have some hand sanitizer there if you'd like to use maybe in a moment. Okay.
So how does it work when, let's say, if I want to try a pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Are you allowing to try?
We're allowed to try, and then we disinfect afterwards.
You disinfect, okay.
Yeah.
And that must be really difficult for you moving onwards, like you have to disinfect every item after somebody.
So it's just something new that we've all had to adapt to. So.
Okay. Can I come in?
We're not allowed filming inside.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Stay safe. Ahead of me is John Lewis. So John Lewis is not opening all of their stores today. I think they're going to open them gradually. Let's see if this is open. No, they're not. They're saying thank you for your continued support. We look forward to welcoming you back soon. Yes, it's not open yet. So we have been discussing with our retail colleagues in the last couple of weeks that what are some of the changes, fundamental changes that will happen in the customer experience. I think we might summarize it like distance will be the number one thing, that customers will need to be keeping a certain distance. At the moment, like I said, it's 2 meters. Retail stores are going to be moving towards a touchless spaces. I don't know how realistic that is going to be, but if possible, consumers are going to be discouraged to touch items. Contactless payments, solutions using technology. I think we're going to be seeing more and more of those. And I know some of the measures, like again, testing, trialing, will be limited. And I'm going to see if I can go into a beauty store, because that will be the main challenge, I think, when it comes to beauty retail, because you're not allowed to touch a product, you're not allowed to try and make up, you're not allowed to hold a perfume bottle, for example. I don't know how that is all going to work or not. House of Fraser, so that's another big department store in the UK. They haven't opened up yet. I think the other thing is, now it's summer and it's not that difficult to form queues in front of the stores because the weather is allowing it. But I wonder how it's going to be like when the weather gets cold and rainy it will be as easy as it is now to form queues in front of the stores. How patient will the customers be? Okay, here I'm in front of Next. There isn't any queue at the moment. They're saying please wait here. Maximum capacity in the store is 35. Oops. Hiya, is that okay if I film? Outside, okay. How are you coping? How are you coping? It's the first day? Okay, well, yeah. Was there any queues in front of your stores as well? Not quite here, yeah. And how are you allowing to try on things or? Not yet, okay. Well, good luck, stay safe. Thank you, bye-bye. Yeah, so that was Next. They are not allowing to try on things yet, as we expected. Okay, here's the queue in front of Zara. As you see, they're only allowing a certain number of people inside. Well, this has been applied in the supermarkets anyway. Now it's being executed in other stores as well. As you see, they have hand sanitizers at the entrance of the store. They're not letting you film in the store, so I might do that another time. Okay, here's Boots. As you see, there's lots of signs about shopping safe. And they're encouraging to keep distance in store.
Dot.
There's only one-way system. Usage of lifts, escalators are limited. All the store staff is wearing PPE. And I think the cleaning is done more often than it used to be done. As you see. See, there's sanitizing material at the entrance. Okay, so I was just in the Boots, the pharmacy, the big pharmacy. For those who don't know, they sell everything from medicine to beauty products, makeup, vitamins, etc. And I needed to shop for a few items myself. I asked if I could record the customer experience inside. Obviously they didn't let me. I tried to ask them a few questions. They said that they cannot answer. Look at me, I'm becoming a proper YouTuber, huh? So, but what I have observed inside is it's very, very sad to see that most of the makeup counters were almost empty. They have removed all the products that you could normally try on, that normally they would really encourage you to try on. But all of the staff looked like they were so prepared. They were wearing masks, gloves. You could see that every place was regularly cleaned. I did buy a few items. I used the self-service checkouts. I don't know the other countries, but in the UK, I think if I'm not wrong, they have increased the contactless payment limit to £45. So you're actually able to make a payment without touching anywhere. And there were lots of floor marks showing the customers to follow a certain route in the store. But again, not surprised really I was only one of the few customers inside. Let's see Russell and Lumley. Look, there are some people trying on shoes. Again, hand sanitizers in sight. As you see in front of the stores, you can see the 2-meter marks showing the customers where to queue. The store staff are wearing masks. So that's the famous Selfridges, one of the iconic retailers of the UK. Let's see how they are prepared for the opening. Like I said, Selfridges is one of the iconic retailers in the UK and probably in the world. It has such a long history and they are always considered as a standard when it comes to customer satisfaction, customer experience, in-store design, customer support. It's actually one of my favorite retailers. And yeah, they have opened today. As you see, they have also placed floor marks showing 2 meters distance. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so staff is guiding the customers about 2 meters queuing measures. You can see they're really well prepared. That there's structures making it very clear where to queue. Oh, and they even have a band playing music in front of the store. I think that's a good idea.
Thank you very much. I don't know about Avicii. My name is Jasmina. I'm a pop singer songwriter and music writer.
Hello. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad actually. It's been quite smooth.
Yeah, so was there a long queue in the morning?
There was, but it was controlled actually. It
Controlled.
wasn't like panic or anything.
Yeah. I don't think people are rushing yet, right, to go into stores, yeah.
But they've been people from like 9 o'clock. We open at 11.
Wow,
They
yeah.
queued up for 2 hours, so they waited for this day to happen. So
Okay, good.
it's good.
I think I'm not allowed to film inside, am I?
It's your personal phone, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a go then. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye, take care. Okay, she said that I can actually go in. Can I come in? Okay. Thank you. Wow, okay. Here is Selfridges. Okay. Hello, I'm recording for my vlog. Just quick question, are you letting customers try on products? You are. And then is it what, sanitize afterward? Okay. They're quarantined for how many? Okay. Thank you. Have a safe day. Good luck. Yeah, so Russell Bromley is also letting customers try on shoes, but they're sanitized after each one is tried. But as you can see, nobody's really rushing to go in and buy shoes. Not surprising, is it? Okay, here's the famous Primark. So Primark is one of the biggest and most successful retailers, discount retailers. And their stores have been closed like the rest of the industry for 3 months. However, the different thing about Primark is that they don't have an online channel. That means that during the lockdown, Primark sales went down 100% basically, because they didn't have any other channels that they performed. So there was a big question mark and discussion about whether Primark is going to survive this, and how they're going to be recovering from this. But I have been reading in the media that they're actually, yes, there is a damage, but they're preparing well to return. So yeah, there is a little queue in front of Primark. It's one of the busiest stores normally. It's really a torture to come and shop in Primark during weekends. It's that crowded, especially when the tourists are busy in London. Okay, so that's the end of my observations from the first day of stores being opened in the UK. As in summary, you see that it's really not that crowded yet. Some of the stores are open, some of them are still preparing. The ones that have opened seems to be preparing well for this new normal. The new measures like keeping distance 2 meters, sanitizing, etc. seems to be have been executed. Clearly this is not going to be an easy period for retailers, and it's not going to be easy for customers as well, because their shopping habits will need to change for a while. We'll see how long this will take, and we'll see how permanent some of the measures are going to remain. Hope you find it useful, hope you liked it. Like I said, this was my first video, so really apologies for anything that wasn't good. Yeah, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, bye.